So there's this theory going around in the Clash Mini community that when you finish the ranked match, you're more often than not given a hard counter hero to the hero you've just selected. Now I must admit, this has happened to me quite a lot of times and I was sort of jumping on the bandwagon with this theory. But in today's video, I'm going to be playing 5 back-to-back matches with 5 different heroes to put that theory to the test. So match 1, we were given a monk and the player is Joe. So this isn't a hard counter for the Skeleton King. In fact, this is probably the most fair matchup inside Clash Mini. Hero versus hero, Skeleton King versus monk. That's what I think. The hard counter for this deck I'm running now would be obviously the Barbarian King. That 2-cost deck. Super effective against the Skeleton King deck. But yeah, like I said, I played a few ranked matches with the Barbarian King. Switched to the Skeleton King. Jumped into the ranked match and we were given a monk. So we weren't given the hard counter this time, guys. But I am going to speed up this gameplay in the background a bit. Because we have got 5 replays to get through. And I don't want this video to go on too long. The video purpose is just to see what counters, if any, we were given when we jump back into ranked matches after switching decks. We've got 4 other games to get through. We are playing a game with the Archer Queen, the Shield Maiden, the Monk, and the Barbarian King again. So we've got more replays to see with them. And like I said, the results are pretty interesting. So that is match 1. Jumped in as a Skeleton King, got given a monk. That's a fair play to me. Now we played that match against Joe. Coming to the main menu, switching to the Barbarian King. That's what we're going to do, guys. Play a match, jump out, switch to these pre-save decks I've got. I love them pre-save slots. They're absolutely awesome. Switch to the Barbarian King. We're coming against Adrian, who's playing the Skeleton King. And this is a dream matchup for myself and my deck. So the hard counter for me here would probably have been the monk, especially on this charge tile. You know, the monk charges up and one-shots everything, provided it's level 8+. So yeah, again, match number 2. I'm going to speed this gameplay up in the background, but that wasn't a hard counter for me, guys. In fact, like I said, dream matchup for me. So that is game number 2, myth busted. But yeah, it was quite a good game. You know, like I said, these setups were pretty interesting. So that's 2 heroes we've played back-to-back. And we were given a fair setup on game 1 when we were playing the Skeleton King versus the Monk. And game number 2 was actually an advantage to me, coming up against the Skeleton King. And I'm playing a Barbarian King. Like I said, my friends, just going to speed the gameplay up. And we're going to dive right into game number 3 and see what hero we get there. So I'm coming in there, beating Adrian 3-0. No surprise there, because I was rocking the Barbarian King deck. Hard counter to his deck. Win streak number 5. So we're coming right back into the main menu. I'm switching to the monk, so I don't really be wanting the Skeleton King here, I guess. Or maybe even a Royal Champion. But we come in against this guy here, and it is a Barbarian King, and that's actually great news for us, because that is advantage straight away to us playing the monk. So that's 3 games we've actually jumped into, where it's been more of an advantage to myself, switching these decks in between matches. So switching decks between matches, do you get given a hero that's better for you, in fact? But it is the mirror map. It can go both ways. You know, if he keeps getting back midders and utilising that 3-star Archer on the back, that can help him out so much. But it is going to be a tough matchup for him nonetheless. Again, I'm going to speed the gameplay up in the background, just so we're not rabbiting on too much, guys. Yeah, I've also got the Fisherman inside this deck, which makes it super helpful for when we do land on the mirror map, because I can just mark that mirror tile with my Fisherman. So this is actually one of the meta decks. This monk deck, it is really strong. This is one of the decks I do use for pushing. I do use this monk deck, the 2-cost BK deck, and the Skeleton King Barcher deck. They are super effective, but nonetheless, we do come in, we do beat this guy and get the trophies at the end. So no surprise there, because like I said, we were rocking the monk and he was playing the Barbarian King. So you can see there, we do win 3-1. GG's, buddy. Win streak number 6, +7 trophies. Let's go. So we're jumping right back into that main menu. What we're going to switch to now, I think it is the Shield Maiden. But yeah, like I said, we're going to speed up the gameplay again in this footage. But the Shield Maiden isn't the strongest hero inside the meta. I wouldn't say this deck is a couldn't direct counter to it. It's just that this deck is generally strong all round. And the Shield Maiden isn't that strong at the minute. But nonetheless, I thought I'd give it a try to see if we do get a monk, because that is an absolute hard counter for the Shield Maiden. But I guess this game would have been a lot closer if it wasn't the mirror map to make things a bit more interesting. You know, so I felt this game would have been a bit closer. But spoiler alert, I did get beat this game. And the trophy loss for this game were just insane. You know, it made me upset, but I expected to lose more trophies than I was going to. Recording this video, testing out 5 different heroes. But nonetheless, is the mirror map. We're speeding up the footage. Yeah, you can see here, I did lose 3 games to 1. You know, a bit unfortunate. Shield Maiden's not that strong. And minus 22 trophies. You know, I've got to do it for the content, guys. Take these trophy losses, testing these non-meta heroes. But we are in the main menu. I do switch to the Archer Queen just to see if we get a Shield Maiden, because back in the day, the Shield Maiden was a hard counter for the Archer Queen. But in the current meta now, every single hero is a counter to the Archer Queen because she's unplayable. Absolutely unplayable. And I'm gutted because I am an Archer Queen main. I just want my little baby to get a buff again so I can start playing it again on the ranked matches. So we are in the ranked match and we are playing a Barbarian King, but it is the clan map, and this is like usually a bad map for the Archer Queen because the Archer Queen is a backline hero and you've got to play it at the back. So if someone's sending something over on that clan, you know, they're getting directly beside your Archer Queen more or less. But nonetheless, we are coming up against this guy rocking a Barbarian King. You know, I thought I'd give the Archer Queen out for a spin just to see, for the purpose of this video, if we did get a Shield Maiden. We didn't. We get a Barbarian King. Again, I'm just going to speed up this footage, guys, because it wasn't the best of games, because I was playing the Archer Queen. I'm assuming you can guess the results of this game. Yeah, I did get beat. Spoiler alert. But yeah, it was a nice effort. I thought I'd take the Archer Queen out. But yeah, the Barbarian King's just too strong. And this is why people, another reason, aren't going to be wanting to play any other hero on ranked matches rather than the Skeleton King, the Monk, and the Barbarian King. Because the Royal Champion, the Shield Maiden, the Wave Master, the Countess, the Archer Queen. Like you're seeing in that last game there, I lost 22 trophies. Like 22 trophies, and I'm only getting 6 at a time. So I've got to play like 5 matches to get them trophies back that I lost. And this is why people aren't risking playing the Archer Queen, because the trophy losses are just that brutal. But yeah, so you can see there, we played 5 matches. 3 of them worked out in our favour. One of them was a Shield Maiden. That was like the Barbarian King. I did get beat easy just because the Shield Maiden's weak, but the Barbarian King isn't directly a hard counter for the Shield Maiden. So we'll put that like as unscored. And then this last match again, like the Barbarian King isn't a hard counter for the Archer Queen, I would say. It's just that the Barbarian King's so strong. So we'll put that unscored. But you can see that out them 5 matches, 3 of them worked out in my favour. 2 were hit and miss. You know, they weren't directly hard counters. So I would say the theory behind people finishing ranked matches, switching heroes, then jumping into ranked matches again and getting a hard counter hero and deck, it's just a myth, guys. It's just coincidental. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just doing a bit of a myth buster video there. If you did like this video, consider dropping me a like down below. If you want to see more Clash Mini content like this, feel free to subscribe. And we'll catch you guys in the next video.